In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make a pinch pot. First thing you want to do is get a small block of clay, about the size of an apple, and then you're going to take the palm of your hand and smack the clay until you get it into the shape of a ball. You want to go around and around and get all those corners flattened out and more like a ball. Try not to overwork it and roll it in your hands because the clay will get really hard and hard to work with. So just simply pound it as much as you can in the corners. It doesn't need to be a perfect circle, but just try to get it as close as possible. That's perfect right there. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your thumb and you're going to insert it into the ball of clay. You want to insert it until there's about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom to your thumb. Then what we're going to do is go ahead and start pinching. You're going to take your hand kind of like a claw and you're going to be pinching and going around and around and around and around. This is definitely going to be a hand workout, but stick with it. It will totally be worth it at the end. So keep on going round and round. And if it cracks at all like that, you can take your thumb or your finger and smooth it out. It's really important to keep even pressure all the way around. You don't want to press too hard and get really deep indentions into the clay. Just want to go a little bit of pressure over and over and over again. Hands a little sore. As I pinch, I slowly work my way up, starting at the bottom and going towards the top. You can see here, my hands kind of went towards the top more, and now I'm focusing on about the middle part of the pinch pot. Keep on going round and round. Smoothing out those cracks, if you see them. Simple as just smearing them with your thumb. Alright, I'm going to keep on pinching. Now I'm working more towards the rim or the top of the pinch pot. Instead of using my whole hand, I'm just using a couple fingers on the inside with my thumb and slowly pinching and going around. You don't want to pinch too hard so that the lip gets really thin. You want it kind of thick. So my pinch pot got a little wide. So what I'm going to do now is bring it in so that it's a little bit more narrow. The way you do that is you take your index fingers on the inside and then your thumbs on the outside and you kind of like push your fingers together. As you do that, it just squishes the clay together and makes it smaller. Alright, so there is the basic form. Now, I noticed it was kind of pointed, so I want it to be a little bit more round. So this is what I'm going to do. You're going to hold it with your hand, and then your other hand is going to sweep on the inside, just like that. What that does is it makes it much more round. So it doesn't look like a cone per se, but it's a lot more oval. So all you have to do is take your hand and sweep it on the inside, and that's going to help shape it. All right, so there you go. Now I'm just going to put a few finishing touches, smooth out the lip a little bit. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. Oh, there's a crack. Just smooth it out with your thumb. Alright, so the surface is pretty smooth now, and as you can see it's pretty round, and if you can imagine that if two of them were put together it would kind of look more like a circle, so that's pretty good to me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half to make sure that it's even thickness all the way around. Remember, you want to do this for your very first pinch pot and check it off with Miss Gray to make sure that you've really gotten this technique down. Remember, this is a very important skill to learn, so make sure you take your time and just keep at it until you get it right. I didn't cut all the way through, so I have to go around again, make sure I cut it, and then there you go. Crack it open. See? 2 sides. The thickness is pretty even, and that's what I would like to see from you. Have fun!